Hello, Cancer, and happy birthday to those who have their birthdays in late June. It's pretty awesome. We're getting kind of close there. Alright, guys, so I'm going to do a past, present, and future spread. I'm going to dive right into it just like I always do. Now, this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but if it's for you, you will know. Alright, so your energy for this reading is the Three of Cups. Okay, so this could be a time of celebration. This could be good things going on. Let me just see what's under. You got the Page of Swords underneath. So yeah, straightforward communication this month. Celebrating good things. So let's jump into the reading and see what's going on. Alright? Okay. So your first card, and this is in your past, is the Page of Wands. So you could have been getting some sort of offer or talking about something that made you passionate, okay? And then you did get the Six of Cups next. So there might have been something coming in that was offered or talk about something that made you passionate, and it was tied into your past somehow. And then you have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So whatever was happening, in your past, there was a sense of, it could have been you juggling, more than one situation. So it could have been juggling 3 people. It could have been, things not going well on the work front. It could be, someone feeling like they're not getting heard, someone feeling like they're not being appreciated. It could be that way just in general, but it's kind of like things not really going as well as they could be on the communication front. So let's see, where did I put my cards? Right here. Okay, so what is this Page of Wands about? Alright, so you got Judgment in reverse. So there is some sort of talk of something passionate, but maybe you or somebody involved was just making bad judgment on the situation, and it had to do with your past. What is the Six of Cups about? Okay. Yeah, y'all got caught, or they got caught doing something. There was this talk of offer, but someone made a bad choice. Someone got caught up in the past doing some shit. Three of Pentacles in reverse. What is this about? Well, okay. 3 cards fell out. So, yeah. So you have someone who's unhappy about this. The Three of Pentacles in the reverse. You got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So a lot of earth energy in this too, guys. So it's like there's somebody who is bitter about something. They kind of like want things. The Queen of Pentacles, when she's in the reverse, she really needs for things to be her way. But she's just like overbearing, because it's just like, she could be like either negligent or just kind of like a leech. But whatever it is, it's to an extreme, and it's just like you don't want to deal with that. But then, things weren't working out. Maybe the talking back and forth wasn't good, and somebody's upset, someone's bitter. But there is this sense, in the past of abundance and feeling good. And the last card is the Page of Cups. So, maybe you got caught with something and you had like a falling out of some sort, but you felt abundant because you were getting a new offer, or you were getting messages of love. But there's 2 people here. There's 2 different offers in your past that you guys are getting. And I think either you or someone else slipped up. Okay? You got caught up with something. Now, I feel like you dropped this Page of Wands, or it didn't work out because of whatever you got caught up in, because you got the Lovers card in the reverse. So if you are not broken up with your lover right now, it could mean that you're just arguing a lot. If you're not with anyone, this could be in terms of, this could be a heartbreak, or someone that you lost that's still on your mind. It could be things, not doing well with at work. If this is work related, it could mean that you're focusing way too much on love, and that's getting in the way of your finances. And you're at a time where, with the High Priestess, you have all the information that you need, in a sense. You're feeling powerful, you're feeling intuitive, but there's a sense of like misfortune or bad luck, okay? Because you do have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So there's definitely a falling out of some sort, or you're really in your head about this person. Yeah, so it's like you're stuck right now. You're in your head, you're stuck, you can't move forward because you're thinking about this relationship. And, if you guys messed it up, it's because of your bad judgment. Because this person was there, they were offering you something, but someone made a bad judgment, and now that's not happening right now. Okay? What is this High Priestess about? Okay. So yeah, you're being intuitive. You're manifesting something that makes you feel fulfilled. So I see you, whatever, you know, you were caught up in that had to do with your past. I feel that you're like trying to manifest something good, and you're feeling happy. You're feeling emotionally, you know, fulfilled right now. So let's find out what this Wheel of Fortune in reverse about. And it doesn't necessarily have to be something bad. It's just you might not have been getting something that you expected. Okay, what is this? Alright, all those cards wanted to fall. I will take them. So there's bad luck. There's, you know, misfortune right now because someone's being a hoe. You got the Knight of Wands in the reverse. If someone's not being a hoe, then someone's being very unreliable. This is someone who's like great to have a party with, but if you think that they're going to be there the next morning to love you or help you clean up, it ain't happening. Alright? Someone's being a hoe. And there's a situation you got to move away from, and you're slowly moving to calmer waters, okay? And there's a sense of like fighting and frustration. So, you know, this is right under where you're getting that offer from someone else, or you're getting another offer, you know, in addition to the offer you had in the past. So maybe there's like bickering back and forth because there's a lot of people involved, and you have to move away from something. You have to move away from the bickering. But whether it's you or someone else, you know, there's someone who's being promiscuous in a sense, or they could just be, you know, this is like a one night stand sort of person, okay? So keep that in mind. Now going into your future, you guys got the Eight of Wands, so there's going to be really good communication with someone. It could be with this person from the past that you fell out with, okay? Because it's in the same row, so it could possibly be the person that you fell out with, or the situation that you had bad judgment on and you fell out with, or maybe they had bad judgment and they're coming back to talk to you about it. But in reference to that relationship, I do believe that, you know, you will be communicating with this person, and they might give you an offer and you're going to accept it, okay? And that is your wish. Deep down, that is your wish, so that's beautiful. So you guys, you're going to be talking, you're going to get an offer, and whatever you've been wishing for, you're going to get your wish. So happy birthday to you. All right. What is this Eight of Wands about? Okay. All right, so you're taking a break from something. Communication is coming, but this communication is going to cause you to take a break from something. So maybe you're taking a break from one of the offers, or maybe you're just going inside and working on that relationship, and, you know, working on this communication and just making sure that it's going through in a good way. But then with the King of Pentacles in the reverse, you know, this is somebody who wins just because they can. So it makes me question, like, are you going to accept this offer because you want to accept it? Or are you going to accept the offer because what you're used to? You know, sometimes we get held up with the same people. And it's just like, since we're so used to it and we've been dealing with this person so long, it's just like second nature. But just make sure whatever offer you're accepting, you know, whether it's you feeling that way or the other person, like, somebody has to be in check with that. So it's like, you got to ask yourself why you want it so bad, because it is your wish. So why do you want it so bad? What makes you so happy? I'm not saying, you know, there's anything bad, but it looks like, you know, there was some trials and tribulations in the past, which is normal. So it's like you're accepting this offer, but these two people are still here. You know, you got the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. So it could be a fire sign, it could be a water sign. But, yeah. There's still that three-party situation going on. Okay, let me get one more card to clarify that. It could just be, it doesn't have to be a third party. It could be, because, you know, Three of Cups is a celebration card. So it could be you celebrating because you have this offer, okay? Doesn't have to be so morbid. But then there's a sense of faking happiness. See, so now we got the King of Pentacles in the reverse, and we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So if this is what you guys are feeling, if you're jumping into something just because you're used to it and just because, you know, it is what it is. Like, I just feel like you're faking it or someone else is faking it. It's like you're taking something because it's there. But, like, do you really, like, why do you want it? I think you have to keep asking yourself that. Why? Okay, now what is the Star card about? What is the wish that you guys are getting? Okay. Yeah, so very, very strong fire energy, okay? You got the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So there's going to be a new, passionate, fiery start. It could be a fire sign, or it could be someone, you know, the Queen of Wands, she's, I like to think of her as just anyone who, what's the best way to say it? Anyone who creates things from, like, scratch. So you want to look at, like, singers, writers, you know, artists, entrepreneurs. So they have, like, a very good savvy mind for things like that. They have a really good knack for that. So, you know, that could be very, very important. But there's a very strong, passionate thing, and it's your wish. So, I do want to clarify this a little more, because it's like you're accepting an offer. You got the Three of Cups, but it's like you're faking something. What is this about? What's going on? What is it? Why is this Ten of Cups in reverse here? Okay. And next month, guys, you will be getting extra readings, so I will spoil you for the month of July. Alright. A few cards fell out. So, yeah, you're coming out of a place where, you know, you may have been rejected in the past, or you might have felt some sort of loss, but you're coming out of that. But there's a very reckless energy around this. So it's like you're doing something, but it's like you're faking it and you're being reckless, or the other person is faking it and being reckless about it. And you feel lost. And then there's this Queen of Swords here. So, you know, this is someone who just cuts straight through bullshit. You know, you have the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So again, you know, there's two energies coming in. You guys have, yeah, I see fire here. I see, yeah, fire, air, and water. So you guys have all those elements here. So, yeah, I just feel like there's some sort of juggling going on, okay? But, again, the Page of Swords is still at the bottom of the deck. So I think that communication is definitely going to be happening this month. I think people are going to be very straight up, very straightforward. So that's a good thing. But, yeah. Figure out what it is you guys want to do, because it's like you're going to accept something, but do you really want it? You know, or are you just doing it because you're used to it? Alright, so I'm going to pull you guys an oracle card, just to give you advice on how you should go about the situation and what you should do. And I showed it in my last video for you guys, but Earth Magic. Sorry for the glare. I Stephen D. Farmer. Alright, what does Cancer need to know? Oh, that was quick. Spring Equinox, Rebirth. So let's see what this card is about. Alright. The spring equinox, also called the vernal equinox, occurs on March 20th or 21st in the northern hemisphere and September 20th or 21st in the southern hemisphere. This is the point where when the sun crosses the plane of the equator, and the day and night are the same length across the planet. Earth Mother is pregnant and is birthing once again. Crops can once again be planted. This card features a rendition of Ostara, sometimes spelled Oster, or, well, whatever. Y'all can't see the spelling. Anyways, so, a German goddess of spring. Ostara is also a Northern European name for Astarte, which means womb, and is another name for Venus, the goddess of love, passion, and creativity. The Christian holiday of Easter stems from the goddess, and in this card we see archetype-based like symbols of the spring equinox that represent the rebirth of the world, such as rabbits, eggs, and flowers. It is indeed a time for renewal. You thought this passage you have been through would never end. Just as certain that the light of the world fades every few months, it makes its return, and the earth rejoices. The fresh breath of spring sweeps away the cobwebs acquired from the absence of light. The light is now obviously increasing as nature begins to emerge in all her many forms, shapes, and colors that remind us of the continual cycles of Earth Mother. The cycle of rebirth you are experiencing follows a considerably challenging time. Any tears you may have shed have cleared the way for what has been gestating, which is now ripe and ready to emerge. That which no longer serves you needs to be put to rest so that a freshness and newness of spirit can make itself known to you. Some birth can be painful, particularly in the passage just before delivery, yet what emerges can be fresh and beautiful. Be with the emergence of the next cycle with faith and grace. So let that shit go, guys, because I see there might be some juggling. Decide what it is you want. Decide who it is or what situation it is that you want, and stop juggling all these things. Sometimes we do these things just to remind ourselves that like we're worth it in a sense. I think that when people are juggling or when people have more than one person, it's like seeking validation in a sense. I'm not saying you guys are doing it. It could be the other person, but in a way, I think that's what it is. Just seeking validation. So, if y'all want to hold it up, hold it up. If they want to hold it up, hold it up. Do what you got to do. But just don't string people along, because it looks like, you guys are getting two pretty good offers. So you have to decide what it is you want and who it is you want to be with. But it looks like, you have more than one option, and it looks like both of these people are pretty down for you. So you guys have to decide which way you want to take this. All right? So good luck with everything. Let me know if this resonates. Leave, some comments. Let me know. And thank you for liking and subscribing. I started this channel last month, and I'm blown away by, just how awesome you guys have been. I've never gotten the support from any other social media platform. So I think it's awesome, and I think you guys are awesome. And if you watch this, thank you. Take care.